Hey, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Izzat Guzran. Currently, I am the program manager for Bachelor Education, Physical Education. I'm also leader for EcoEd Outdoor Recreation. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum, Sir Izzat.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you a few questions. So the first question is, as someone who constantly juggles between work, family, and self-sustainability, how do you manage your time and your work and family?
Alright, for the first question, what I can say is I have to divide myself between works, family, and me time. As far as I know that I am the workers from time to time, so I will deliver my works at the workstation, and definitely when the working hour finish, I definitely will concentrate to family. So usually, how do I balance this all according to the working time and also the family time? I know where to put myself as a father, as a husband, and also as a worker at the right place at the right time. So luckily, my families they know the boundaries between works and families matter.
You and jungle are among the sports and fitness field that you do.
Mhm.
So what are the reasons on you equipping yourself?
Previously, when before I become the educator, I am the sportsman, which is I'm very active at the early stage. When I'm at schools and universities, I'm representing to my state and also representing to the university. And then it's a part of my life, which is to become actively in sport and recreation. And that's the reason why it become it's a natural selection to be in my life, which is I usually practice every days, and it will giving me more benefit on my health, and also it's a part of my life. That's the reason why I chose this activity, and it become the normal routine for me to do that. And if I'm not doing that, I will feel like I'm lost something in my life. So that's the reason why it become part of my life.
Okay.
Alright, sir. So for the next question is, can you briefly tell us about your education background since you were in preschool up until now?
Okay, I received my first education from SK Clifford, Kuala Kangsar, and then I further to my secondary school, which is in SNK Clifford, Kuala Kangsar. And then on halfway, I moved to Penang, and then I received my first tertiary education at the bachelor degree level, which is at the University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. And after that, I further my master in UITM, Shah Alam, and also I did 2-3 times in my PhD. I attend 3 times in my PhD, which is in UKM, UITM, and UPSI. And currently, I pursue my PhD in MSU. So this is my fourth attempt in trying to complete the PhD.
I see. Alright. So next question is, have you ever faced any obstacles during your learning journey? If yes, how do you overcome those obstacles?
I think the biggest challenge that I'm facing now to complete my PhD, even I'm trying to complete for the fourth time.
So how do you overcome it? Is it by still
Uh,
giving it a try?
No, yes. I never. What that I like about myself, which is even I fail, I'm not giving up like that. I'm trying to complete it until I will get it. So that is the part that I have. Luckily, that I developed from sport. Maybe I have the fighting spirit, but no matter how long that I have to take, but as long as I can.
First question will be, can you share with us what are the characteristics that actually leads you into success?
But for me, I do believe that whatever that I do, it must be based on the knowledge, which is I should have the education before I execute something. I have to think about the consequences, what will happen next. So my characteristic sometimes unpredictable according to the action. If you talk about the state characteristic and also the trait characteristic. So if you talk about the states, it depending on the current situation, how do I react according to the stimulus? Okay, if you talk about the state, I mean the trait characteristic, which is my ID. So my ID, I am very passionate. I'm very passionate enough according to whatever that I'm doing, and then I can tolerate. Okay, I easygoing. I'm more understanding, but it contradict with my it contradict with my appearance compared to my actions. I am might be look something like hard to approach because I don't know, that is my style, but actually I'm easygoing.
Much. So for my last question, from our intel, the skills and the expertise you equipped are pedagogy and education, professional curriculum and student development, as well as lifelong learning. From these three, can you give us one or two scenarios that upbring these characteristics from you?
If I want to answer your question, I can say that a lot of the experience that I gathered and I adapt from that situation. and become my character now. I don't know which character, and I don't know which event, scenario, whatever that you call it. Make it significant changes. I don't have any significant experience, but as far as I know, all the experience giving me different views, and it will adapt according to the situation.
So actually, you're more about adaptation and you're learning from each of your experiences.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's all from me.
But actually, from our previous interview, we can detect that your leadership is more like adaptation, flexibility, and much more. It's like a cluster of leadership style. So we skip that question. So the next one. Okay, back in the days when you were once a student, you must have termasuk dalam projects or assignments for which you need to become leader or follower. In this case, leader. So what kind of leadership style that you opt for when in those days, in the university days? What the type of leadership style that you go for before you are in your prime?
Okay, I am dominant into democratic actually. Yes, I have to make a decision. I can say that I am democratic person. I will ask the opinion first. Okay, and then the final say coming from me. From all the ideas that I gathered, and I will look into the pros and cons. Then I will make the decision. Okay, so that's what I can say that is a democratic. So it's totally different compared to laissez-faire, win-win situation, and many more. So my leadership is more into leadership democratic, because I will open the idea to be gathered first, and then from there we'll start to discuss the pros and cons, and from there I will get the permission to make the decision. And most probably, sometimes it's not coming from my opinion, but I have to use other people's opinion that it will give benefit to others.
Yes. Right. So the next one, for instance, if your team, your work team is on the low of motivation, you need to give that motivation boost. Whether it's on sports or educational back in the days. So how will you do it to boost their motivation?
Right, simple. I'm always use the shared values, whereby whatever that they want to achieve is similar to my target. So basically, when we want to complete one task, usually I will give I try to inspire them, to encourage them, what they can achieve, and also it must align together with my goals. So usually I will ask all the teams will set their goals, and we try to make it similar to each other so that we can heading into the right place. So usually we will run the analysis of SWOT, and also before the event we also using the RAMS analysis, risk analysis management system, whereby to close the gap, to close the loop that we have in order to improve our service or improve our weakness.
I think that suffices our question for today, for our interview.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.